I think we are reading and writing. We have read and write this Excel. Am I right, guys? Any other thing? Just please tell me. Yeah, are you there, guys? I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
So reading and writing of Excel is done, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
So we shall move further. Yeah. What about rest of you guys?
27th class did not happen.
Uh, what about rest of you guys? Are you there? Tell me. Just tell me, Ma. You are telling something, Oma.
No, we saw Excel on 26th December. 27th, I don't know whether the class was there or not.
Yesterday, na?
Day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday, it was there.
That class I did not attend actually. That was why I kept.
I think we have seen this rest of the Excel only, reading and writing Excel.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir.
That's it. So now, mm, okay, guys, everyone. Yeah, are you there, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Mm. Okay, so now we'll start with another topic. Now, guys, (29th, 12, 2022). Okay, guys. So now can you see here? Now, guys, today we'll see. Okay.
Sir, please
Yeah,
share your screen.
sure. Okay, guys. So today we'll see. Okay. That is the ADB. ADB, row storage versus column storage, or we can say columnar storage. Columnar storage in modern data warehousing. In modern data warehousing. Okay. So what's it? I'm using it here. Okay. This is the heading we can say. There is row storage versus the column storage here. Okay. In the modern data warehouse, in the modern data warehousing. Okay, guys, can you see here? You have OLTP systems. Can you see here? OLTP system, you have it. So what do you mean by OLTP system, guys? OLTP system is nothing but it's called as what? Online transaction processing. Okay. Online transaction process. That is nothing but what? OLTP system. Okay. So I'm writing it here. OLTP system. Online transaction process. Okay, that is called as the OLTP system. Okay, so the OLTP system basically, okay, and then you have OLAP system. One more system you will have, what is it? OLAP. You can see here, this is called as the OLAP system. So what do you mean by OLAP, guys? OLAP
Multiple
stands for
processing.
online analytical process. Online analytical is process. Online analytical process. What is that? Online analytical process. Whereas, guys, so the OLTP systems, we'll start with the OLTP systems. So basically, the OLTP systems are designed for business operations. Okay, guys. So business operation means what to get, guys? Transactions. So now we can say that this OLTP systems are designed. Okay, what's it? Designed for, yes, designed for, what's it? Business operations. Are designed for, what is it? Business operations. Okay, so whereas this particular there is nothing but OLTP systems are designed for what? Business operations. And then we have, what's it? Transaction uses. Okay, transaction uses, what is that? DML operation. DML means what? Data manipulation language operation. Okay, what's that? DML operation, or we can say such as DML, such as, what's that? DML operations. DML operations such as what's that? We can use the insert, comma, okay, update, comma, then you have the delete. Okay, so can you see here? These are called as what? Optimize write operations. Okay, so here write 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 operations. Okay, so now, guys, the data here is recorded in the row format. So the data is recorded here in the row format, Okay, so what is it? Row format. Row format, guys. Row format are recommended. Are recommended. Row format are recommended. Data which is stored in the that is recommended for optimized transfer. That is optimized transactions. What is it? Optimized transactions. Okay, row format are recommended for optimized transaction. That is transfer. That is, what is it? Optimized transactions, guide, not transformation. Optimized transactions. Optimized transactions. Okay. Okay. So, guys, when we talk about, can you see here? When we talk about the Parquet file, ORC file, and we have the Snowflake. All these comes under what? All these comes under columnar format. These are not row nor format. This is not row. There is nothing but what? Can you see here? So whereas, can you see here? That is, those are called as what? Columnar here. Okay. So those are called as what? Columnar. Okay. So here we can say what's that? OLTP system. That is OLAP. Let's just see here the OLAP system designed for business analytics, business for business analytics, oh what's it, business analytics and decision making, and what's that decision making we have it. Okay, and what is that we have it, select, can you see here, we have what's that, this is only for what, read operation. Select query means what, only the read operation. Here you cannot use the write operation. Okay, so read operations, read operations. Okay, read operations. Okay, then we have the third one. So here I can say columnar, columnar, columnar storage is recommended for implementing, columnar storage is recommended for implementing modern data warehousing, guys. So basically, guys, you have, guys, everyone, we have two type of data warehouses. What is it? Traditional data warehouse and modern data warehouse. Okay, so traditional data warehouse uses the raw format data. Traditional data warehouse uses the raw format data, whereas modern data warehouse uses the columnar format data. Okay, what is the difference between the columnar and row-nar? So I can give you a best example on this. Take example, traditional data warehouse guys versus modern data warehouse. Modern data warehouse. What is it? Traditional data warehouse. Can you see a traditional data warehouse is nothing but it is implemented implemented is implemented on what's it, on premises network. What's it? On premises network. What's it? On premises network. Okay, guys. On premises network. This is nothing but implemented on premises network. This is implemented on what is that, guys? On premises network. Okay, and whereas such as, for example, implemented what is it, implemented on row storage format, such as, guys, what is it, such as, tell me now, such as what is it, Teradata, Oracle, Teradata, Oracle, and then you have Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, Okay, SQL Server. Okay, Microsoft SQL Server. Then we have IBM's DB2, DB2, etc. These are all maintains the data in row, that is in the row format. In which format here, guys? In the row format. This is an olden technique of maintaining the data within the on-premises system. Yes, guys, everyone is following or not? Please, guys.
Yes, sir.
So now,
Yes, sir.
and next, what is that? We have it in the cloud environment. So in the modern data warehousing, that is called as a cloud environment. Now what we are using it, modern data warehouse, modern data warehouse, modern data warehouse, guys, modern data warehouse are modern data warehouses. You can say modern data warehouses are implemented on cloud networks. Whatever the databases right now which you have on the cloud network are the columnar formats, not the row-nar. It is what is that? Columnar. These are called as what, guys? Columnar format. Getting my point, all of you? Those are called as what? Columnar format. Okay, that's it. Columnar format. So we have what is it? Columnar format. So cloud network implemented on the cloud network. Modern data warehouse are implemented onto the cloud network. That is nothing but, can you see it? What is this cloud network? Cloud network means what? It can be Azure cloud network. It can be the Google cloud network. It can be the Amazon cloud network. Okay. So can you see here? So can you see here? Okay, then implementing, that is nothing but the whole data here or the entire data is maintained in the that is nothing but it is implemented on the columnar storage. I'll explain you what is the difference exactly. How does the columnar looks like and what is the row? What is the row data? I'll explain. Don't worry. Okay. So implemented on columnar implemented on what is that? Columnar storages, such as implemented on the columnar storages, such as what is it? Yeah, guys, tell me now. Such as Snowflake, Redshift, and Synapse. Okay, Snowflake, comma, Redshift. Okay, then we have what is that? Synapse. Data warehousing, guys. Okay. So what is the advantage? What is the advantage of this? Basically, guys, this is nothing but it is more performant. Performance wise, these are more efficient. These are what's it? More efficient. Okay, guys. So now, okay. So okay. These are less efficient. Okay, less efficient. So can you, whatever the data implemented on the row nar, it is what's it? Less efficient. Performant. And then what's it? These are what's it? More efficient. Sorry. more efficient or more performant. Okay, guys, these are more performant. These are less performant and performant. This is performant. Okay, performant. Perform. This is more performant and this is the less performant. Okay, guys. Suppose I'm giving example, all of you. I'll explain you now. Just all of you. Guys, everyone, just have a look. Okay. So everyone, I'm audible, guys, to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what about rest of you guys? Understanding what is the process we are doing it right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I will show you how does the row format and the columnar data looks like. Just a minute. Just a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, guys. So I'm using the first of all, let us see here. Row storages, row storage format. Row storage. This is the normal data we have it. Data rows, data rows. You can say data rows. So yeah. So everyone just have a look here. Huh? Okay, guys, everyone. So I'm writing it the data rows. I'm using what's it? EMPNO. Name, salary, department number. So I'm having department number as 100. Let's give it here Alan. Everyone. Now alien something 45,000 is a salary. Department number is 10. Okay. Now, guys, the next one. I'm giving some data rows here. Okay, some rows, but not one. Some name as Bobby, 30,000. Department number is 20. One not two. Carl, 40,000. 10. One not three. David, and 50,000 as a salary. One number is 20. And 104. Jones, some 60,000. Department number is 10. Okay. This is how the data is recorded. This whole story. So can you see here this entire story? Why I'm telling you? Because I wanted to discuss two more file formats. That is something, but Avro file. Avro file we have to discuss it. Okay. So ORC is a, that is Avro is a can you see here? Okay, ORC is a columnar storage format, and Avro is a row nor format here. Okay. Okay, which file support the columnar and which file supports the row nor, that is columnar, and which file supports the row data here. Let us try to, we'll see even the practical part also on this. Okay. Okay. This is a very, very important topic, guys. So you have to just understand this. If you're not following anywhere, please let me know. Okay. So why the column nor format is recommended to implement on the modern data warehousing? Modern data warehouse. This is the this is the thing you have to understand it, or else we can say on the cloud network, or okay, that is Azure Synapse, dedicated SQL pool, Redshift. This all comes under the modern data warehousing. Okay, modern data warehousing. Okay, this is the data. Okay, we have this data. This is the data. This is the data. Okay, and this data is stored. Let us say how the data is stored here in the disk. In the disk, that is nothing but here you have a disk, guys. Everyone, here you have a disk. Okay, just a minute. I will try to use this pen also if it is possible. Let us say this is a disk. Everyone, let us say this is a disk, guys. Oh, it's vanishing off. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Leave it. No problem. I'll explain like this only. Actually, I don't have a notepad separately. How the data is internal. Let us say this is a data warehouse, guys. This is a data warehouse, and how the data is stored in the disk. Let us say this is a data warehouse. This is a traditional data warehouse. Okay, this is a traditional data warehouse. Traditional data warehouse. Okay, so we can say traditional data warehouse, or we can say traditional. Already we wrote it. Okay, traditional data warehouse, or else we can say that is nothing but on the hard disk, HDD or SSD. Every data is stored in the form of a block. In the form of a block. Yeah. Every data is stored in the hard disk. Every data. Can you see here? So every data. How many rows are there? Can you tell me? How many rows are there, guys, here?
5 rows.
5 rows. For 5 rows here, for 5 rows, 5 data blocks are created. Data blocks. For 5 rows, 5 data blocks are created. 5 data blocks are created for 5 rows. 5 data blocks are created for 5 rows. Okay. 5 data blocks are created for 5 rows here. Okay. If the data block size is very small, if the configure the but if the can you see here, if the size of the data block is very small and the size of the data row is very high, if the size of the data block will appear like this, guys. A pipe. This is, let us say, a data block here. This is a data block. Let's see. Can you see here? If the size of the data block, can you see here? If the size of the data block is small and if the size of the row is very high, so what happens here? I'm just copying this. Just a minute. All of you just concentrate here. Can you see here? If I am doing it here, if the size of the data block, guys, all of you, if the size of the data block is very, that is the size of the data block is small and the size of the row is very high, then the data will be spawned. The data will be, what is it, spawned across 2 blocks. Across 2 blocks. Okay. Row size, can you see? Okay, so here what happens? Again, one more block is created here. Automatically, one more block is created here. That means this particular row, can you see here? This particular row, whatever you have it, is spawned across how many blocks here? Can you tell me? How many blocks are there right now?
2 blocks.
2 data blocks. It's split across 2 data blocks. If the row size is very less and the block size is very high, then automatically what happens? The data is fitted into a single block. Am I right or not, everyone? Yes.
Yes.
This is how the thing works off internally. For each row, one data block is created. For each row, one data block is created here. Okay. That means if I have, suppose if I have instead of 5, if I have 5,000, if at all, instead of 5, if I have 5,000 rows, tell me now how many data blocks are created? Hmm?
5,000.
5,000. Very good. 5,000. Now, if the data size, if the size of the data, if the size of the row is like this, each row is split into 2 blocks, then tell me how many data blocks are created here?
10,000.
Very good.
10,000.
10,000. 10,000 data blocks are created. So that means we can say, so as each row is spawned among, that is spawned among the 2 blocks, so 10,000 data blocks are created. Okay. So in the same way, if it is fitted into a single data block, if the size of the row is less, then it is spawned among a, that is, it is fitted into a single row, that is single data block. Okay. So a simple formula here, a simple formula, n rows is equal to, what is that? N rows is equal to n data blocks. N data blocks. Okay. If somebody asks you the question, why we recommend it to go for a columnar format? What is the necessity of going to the columnar format? First of all, you should understand why the row, that is nothing but the data, how the data is kept in a row format. Then automatically you will understand what is a columnar, what is the advantages of the columnar format. Getting my point, guys, all of you? Yes, clear,
Yes, sir.
everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is how it works. So as you have, suppose as one row is split among 2 data blocks, the number of data blocks created is 10,000. So now a lot of memory is occupied here or not? Yes, am I right or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, if here in this case, suppose the data is like this, I'm just adding some more lines here. Now tell me how many rows are there? 15 rows. I've pasted 2 times, hence it is 15 rows. Okay. So now tell me how many data blocks are created in this case?
30.
Yes, tell me now.
30.
15 normally, if it is that is nothing but adjusted in single block. If it is this thing, how many?
40.
45, I think so. Okay. 40 or 40 for
15
each
rows only, right?
15 rows, one that is nothing but 2 data blocks for each row. So it should be 45, na?
30, right?
40. Yes. So here you will have what's it? 15 rows are there. Then we have yeah, very good. So now blocks now here. I was just okay. So 15 rows. I'm writing it here. Okay, leave it. 30 data blocks. 30 data blocks. Yes. 30 data blocks. Okay. Internally, internally, how the data is stored in the hard disk. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. So suppose here you have it, what's it? One data block for this. Since here this is a one data block. Suppose you have it 100 comma alien. What should we have it? 100. Guys, what should we have it? Just a minute, guys. Give me a second time. Sorry guys. So now can you see here? Here you have it, the first line. So the first line you have what's it? 100 ln 45. This data is adjusted in the first data block. In the second data block, the 10 is adjusted because you have it, size is adjusted. And in the third data block, can you see here? 101 and Bobby is there. And in the fourth data block, again, what happened? 30,020 is adjusted. Am I right or not? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
So this is how the data is adjusted in the blocks. Whereas every block even has the metadata. Every block has the metadata also. Every block has the metadata. Every that is block has even the metadata. Metadata means what? Metadata means what, guys? Columns. If you have, can you see here? Suppose you have five columns are there. That means what? Every data has the columns plus rows. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Yes, columns plus rows here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Every row is recognized, but every row is recognized with the column only. Am I right?
Yes.
Every row is recognized with the column only. This is how the data blocks are created here. Okay. That is the traditional data warehousing. What's a traditional data warehousing? Okay. So whereas, so likewise, as you have 15 records are there. So as per this thing, tell me now how many data blocks are created? 30 data blocks are created. So creation of 30 data blocks will consume a lot of time. Am I right or not, everyone? Sorry, lot of memory it will consume. It will consume the lot of memory. Am I right or not? So whereas in the modern data warehouse, to cut short the same, what happened here? The data is stored in the columnar format. How the columnar format? I'll tell you. Now, guys, tell me now. Can you see here? The reverse. Now, here you have it. The reverse process. So it is nothing but the columnar data. It holds the reverse process. It holds what is it? The reverse process. The data is like this. If you reverse it, tell me now, if you have 30 rows, 45 rows, and 4 columns are there, this is called as a row format data. If you reverse it, tell me now, if you reverse it, how many things will be there? Tell me now.
15 rows, 4 columns. Sorry, 15 columns and 4 rows.
15 columns and 4 rows. Am I right or not, everyone?
Just kind of pivoting.
Just a kind of pivoting. Very good. It's a kind of a pivoting. That's it. Okay. So this is how the data will be stored in a modern data warehousing. Getting my point? This is how the data will be stored in the modern data warehousing. Okay. Okay. So I'll just tell you now. Now, guys, sorry. Suppose now in this traditional data warehouse, suppose I want to perform the sum of salary. Suppose I want to perform the sum of salary. Tell me now, how many rows are there? 45 rows are there. And as it has to go and check and perform the aggregation operation, the processing slows down or not?
Yes.
it automatically slows down. Whereas guys, to improvement that is for the improvement of the process, and as well as to save the memory, the data warehousing called modern data warehousing. Okay, what is that? Modern data warehousing is introduced. The modern data warehousing is introduced. Okay, so anyways, I will show you that also, how the modern data warehousing data will be. Okay, before that, I will write some key takeaways on this, on the traditional data warehousing. Okay, key takeaways or key points I can tell you. For every row, for every row, guys, one data block gets created in HDD or SSD, sorry, SSD. And data blocks, data blocks are contiguously arranged one after another. Okay, and the third point I can say, when we query okay when we query data for analysis, all the columns data is loaded into RAM memory, rather than, or rather than required columns. Rather than required columns. That's it. Okay. Rather than required columns. One more point. Metadata is repeated in every data block. As a result, more space is occupied in hard disk. That means what? More space is occupied in the hard disk, such as, can see here, just go back, all of you can see here. First of all, as I told you that that is nothing but the metadata is also stored. Can see every data block here, in every data block, guys, check here, in every data block, first of all the metadata is stored. Can you see here? First of all the row column storage, and then can you see here, come out, comma, and again you have a name, comma, salary, comma, salary. Again, what should you have it? Tell me now. Huh, guys? Data block. Here you have a data block is ended. So here department, PTNO, department number. Okay, guys. Then what happens here? You have the another data block. See, again the metadata is repeated here like this. Separate. Can you see here? Guys, everyone is able to see this? Understand this?
Yes.
See, in every data block, column name is repeatedly stored. If you, as you know that you have 15 rows, so how many data blocks are created here as per our data? Because the data is spanned among two different blocks every time. So altogether, what is that? 30 blocks. Am I right or not? 30 blocks is created. But whereas here, as 30 blocks are created, every block will have the metadata. Every time metadata will be repeatedly saved here. Am I right? Am I right? Everyone is able to understand this or not? Please, guys.
Yes, sir.
So this is how exactly it works. Okay. Whereas when it comes to the modern data warehousing, what is the modern data warehousing? Columnar data. Now, how many columns are there right now? Tell me now. We have 4 columns. How the data will be stored? How the data will be stored in the data warehousing? That is in the, that is nothing but in the modern data warehousing. Let's see. Okay. So here, so I'm writing one key point before we move ahead in this. For one, every column, one data block is created. So let us see how the data looks like. Okay. Okay, guys, here you have a disk. This is the disk. One for every one column. Can you see here? How many data? How many we have it? The columns. Tell me now. EMP. No. Can you see here? EMP. No. Here. What is that you have it? Tell me now. What is the second column you have it? Tell me, guys.
Name.
Name. So yes. Next. After that, what's that you have it? Tell me now.
Salary.
Salary. Tell me now. After that, department number. Am I right now? So this is the one data block. Under this data block, all the values are kept under one data block or under the one data block. What's it? Tell me now. 100. Comma. What's it? You have it? 101. Then what's it? You have it? Tell me now. 102. Comma. 103. Comma. 104. Comma. 105. And now, what are the names? Can you tell me, guys? This is one data block. This is the one data block. One data block. So all the values are here or not? Tell me now, guys, everyone. Huh? This is how one data block. Next, what is the name? Tell me now, what's the name you have it? Guys, what's the name you have it? ALN. ALLEN. And then you have Bobby. Then you have Carl. Huh? Then what should you have it? Tell me now. David. Then you have what's it? Jones. Likewise, can you see here? Likewise, guys, one data block is created for each column. Under this one column, all the rows are kept under one column. Getting my point? Huh?
Yeah.
All values. Did you get the difference, guys? Huh?
Yes, sir.
So this is how the data is stored. Can you see here? Now see, here the data will be like this. Control X. I'm just pasting it here for your clear understanding. Now, the data is exactly looks like this. Just a minute. You have it now. Comma, Bobby, comma, Carl, comma, David, comma, Jones. This will be one data block. And all the, can you see here? Can you see here? Guys, this is one data block. The data block is going to end here. That's it. Now, again, you have the next salary. So all the salaries are given here. What are the salaries? 45,000, comma, 30,000, comma. What's the value you have it? Tell me now. 30,000, 40,000. Then what is the we have it? 50,000. 60,000. You can see here. Can you see here now? One more block. Can you see here? Again, what's the next thing we have it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Got it, guys, everyone? This is how the data, can you see here? This is how, can you see here? Can you see here? This is how the data is loaded into modern data warehousing. Getting my point, everyone? See here, guys.
Yes, sir.
If now you wanted to tell me now, if now you wanted to perform an aggregation, tell me now, how many columns are picked up now? All the columns are picked up or a single column is picked up? I want to perform an aggregation
Single
on the salary. So we can, here what happens? Only the salary column is picked up. The salary column is picked up and aggregation will be more faster rather than into the traditional data warehousing. Getting my point? Here, if you want to perform the aggregation, it will pick up the data from the block, and block consisting of what? All the columns. Na? Though it will perform it on the salary, but all the columns are picked up from the block. Am I right or not?
Yes.
So the processing is a bit slower here, and this is very faster into the modern data warehousing. This is the difference you have between the, yes, traditional data warehouse and modern data warehousing. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
What about rest of you guys? Are you clear, guys? This is a very, interview question. You'll have it. Definitely they'll ask you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This will be the definite interview question. You'll have it. What is the difference you have between the modern data warehouse and traditional data warehouse? So you can just elaborate it and tell them. This is the way you have it. So clear, everyone? Yes. Are you clear or not? If you want, I can repeat once again for you guys. Not required?
Clear, sir. No,
Okay.
sir, not required.
Okay, that's it. Oh, so this is the thing we have it in the traditional and modern data warehousing. Okay, guys. And so further, now this is completed. So ORC file we have already seen now. Reading the data from the ORC file or not? Yes. Can you tell me? You've seen the ORC file?
ORC we have already seen.
Only thing is left out is what? Avro, na?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're clear with this, we'll complete that tomorrow, and then we'll start with the introduction about the Delta Lake. We'll start with the Delta Lake and how the Delta Lake is catchy. Everything will start up. How to create the Delta Lake, and what are the different methods we have it for storing the data into Delta Lake. Delta Lake is basically a top layer of the data lake. You have ADLS Gen 2 is here now. On top of the ADLS Gen 2, you have a Delta Lake. I'll explain you the structure, and we'll see how to create the Delta Lakes and all. Okay.
But how
Yes.
far have we completed the course, sir? How far have we completed the course? I mean, what more topics?
So we have the Delta Lake. Now Delta Lake is done. In the Delta Lake only, we will be having the transformations.
Oh,
More, I think some 8 to 10 classes you will have it on this.
okay. So overall, how long is this going? I mean, this course going to take?
More 10 to 12 days.
Oh, I see. So we are almost at the verge of the
Yes,
course.
yes,
So we
yes.
have completed most of the topics.
Yes,
is
most
it?
of the topic we have completed.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, please, Naga, go ahead.
Yes, sir. What is the event hub in event hub? What is that one? Event hub.
Event hub. So when it comes to this, the event hub, and even you call it as the GitHub, these are the various, thing we can say.
Repositories.
Yes, repositories we have it in Azure. Event hub is
Mhm.
basically a type of, it is fully managed real-time data ingestion. So, okay. Where the scalable, and that is millions of stream, we can stream the millions of records per second
Okay.
from
Okay.
any source. Okay, from any source. Okay, that is which is built which is built upon the dynamic data pipelines.
Okay. Okay. Sir, will you cover the event hub? Event hub.
Event hub. Let me check
Sorry.
and tell you. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Event hub, data explorer. Okay. And Azure SQL DW, that is also part of our curriculum, right, sir? Azure SQL DB. DW, sorry, DW.
We have seen the Synapse now already.
Yes.
Synapse is
Yes.
the same.
USQL, sir. USQL. Yes. Tell me, sir. Synapse.
Synapse is the data warehousing.
Yes. Okay. USQL, sir.
ESQL.
Okay. U for umbrella, SQL.
USQL. Okay. Acha, you're talking about this. See, basically, what happens is there is USQL is nothing but SQL collaborated basically with the C. Okay, C, that is C, we can have it. Okay, USQL is not a part of this curriculum here.
C meaning C language.
The C hash, yes.
C sharp.
Yeah.
.NET.
Yes.
You mean
Yes.
that's what?
Okay.
C sharp. Okay.
What is that? Which program language can we use for USQL?
You basically is nothing but unified, we can say.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Tell me.
Which program language can we use, like Python or C sharp or something you are saying? Which program language can we use?
C sharp, we can use it. We can use it with different. We can use it with different combinations. That's not a thing.
Okay. Python, sir. Python. Sir, okay, I have some. Can you please include some these kind of things in our curriculum? Because one of the job discussion they are asking use SQL, okay, and Event Hub and Data Explorer. Okay, these kind of I have seen these kind of keywords in most of the job description. Okay, and one more point, Lambda architecture, can you discuss, sir? Lambda architecture or modern data warehouse or Lambda architecture?
What is that we have seen today? Modern data warehousing only, no? This one.
Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Sir, some of the job discussion asking like if any scripting language like shell, okay, shell scripting, okay, which one can we use, sir? Like Python is enough or shell?
Python. Python is enough.
Okay. Or otherwise, shell, how to do that if it is possible? Can you?
Not possible, guys. Shell scripting and all.
There are
Okay.
lots of tutorials, Naga. Shell scripting.
Yeah. No. How to use this one? Like
That is CLI,
okay.
command line
Okay.
interface.
Yes.
You will be using shell scripting.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thanks. Okay, sir. Got it. I think everything got it. And can you? I have some keywords. I will post
Message
it
me.
in
Message me.
WhatsApp.
Okay. WhatsApp.
Can you please include? I'm requesting, sir. Please.
Definitely.
Please, sir, please.
Whatever things it's possible, I'll include it. Don't worry. Okay?
Yes, sir. Why I'm asking some of the job discussion they're asking these kind of.
Definitely.
So, okay, sir. I'm requesting, please, sir. Okay.
Please.
Okay, sir.
Please
Thank
send
you.
me.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. Thank you, guys. For
Sure, sir. I will post it in WhatsApp, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye bye.